everyone, welcome to week 8. I know some of you might be finishing up the work from week 7. That's okay if you're still trying to complete a peer review. Try to get that submitted as soon as you can so that your peer can receive their feedback while they are revising their research paper. But week 8 is there's not a lot going on in terms of lessons this week. Once you take the week 8 attendance quiz, the first item you'll see underneath that is, of course, a brief review of week 7. And then there's a PowerPoint in week 8, which is a course review. There is not a video to go along with this PowerPoint. The reason being, well, there's two reasons actually. The first reason is it's a review of everything we've covered this term, and the review is here just to help you remember everything you need to incorporate into your paper as you're revising and working on that final draft. I also provide you with reminders of which previous weeks to go back to for specific lessons. For instance, if you need help with citations, there's a section of this PowerPoint that, has a few reminders about citations and then reminds you which week and which lesson we talked about citations. So it's just a nice one-stop shop for you to easily remember where to go back to if you need to review certain lessons. There's also no video because of the homework this week. The homework this week, of course, you have Journal 8. There'll be a video in those instructions. Make sure you watch the video, complete the journal. It's due by Sunday night. And then, of course, you have the week 8 discussion. Try to have your first post up by Thursday. Respond to 2 classmates before it closes Sunday night. There's a video in those instructions as well, of course. And then the other assignment this week is Project Part 4. So I didn't want to provide a long video in the lesson this week because I want you to focus more on making your revisions and getting your final draft ready. The PowerPoint is there. Go through the PowerPoint, that won't take you very long. And then the PowerPoint will be there as you revise in case you need to refer back to it and remember which module to go back to for certain things. All right, so go through the PowerPoint, but focus on getting the assignments done this week. If I were you, I would get the journal and the discussion taken care of, and just have those out of the way. And that way, all of your focus can be on making your revisions for Project Part 4. You've received my feedback on your rough draft. Hopefully you've received feedback from a peer. But certainly my feedback. Use that feedback. I expect it to be used. I put a lot of time and energy into giving you those suggestions and pointing out where things aren't quite right, with the expectation that you will then use that to your advantage as you make revisions. So focus on that. Normally, the final draft, the week 8 work is due Sunday night, and certainly that is still the case for the journal and the discussion. But Project Part 4, you get a few extra days on it. It is due Wednesday night of week 9, so Wednesday of next week. If you are unable to meet that deadline, you need to reach out to me right away, okay? But hopefully everybody, is able to focus this week and make those revisions and have that final draft ready on time. If you have any questions about anything this week, especially if you're trying to make your revisions and you're going back to that course review PowerPoint this week and you're still not really able to figure out where to go to find the help you need, reach out to me. And I'll either point you in the right direction or I will just help you right then and there. So, again, if you have any questions or run into any problems, let me know. Otherwise, you guys are free to go ahead and get started.